Roller Coaster Adventures Volume 6 features the newest, biggest, and fastest roller coasters on the planet. Check out some of the newest coasters in the world, like Nemesis Inferno at Thorpe Park, or the world's first Strata coaster, Top Thrill Dragster at Cedar Point. From classic wooden coasters like Cannonball at Lake Winnie, to one-of-a-kind coasters like Gravity Max at Discovery World in Taiwan, Volume 6 has something for every coaster enthusiast. So hang on tight and get ready for the most exciting ride of your life in this edition of Roller Coaster Adventures. In Branson, Missouri, a new family theme park opened in 2003 called Celebration City. Originally called Brasnan USA when it opened in 1999, this park went under a transformation throughout 2002. It re-emerged as a new park in 2003. This park is owned and operated by nearby park Silver Dollar City and features several new rides and attractions. The park's new wooden coaster is the Ozark Wildcat. This wooden twister was designed by Great Coasters International. Topping out at 80 feet, this coaster twists, turns, and drops through 2,800 feet of track and reaches speeds of 66 miles per hour. Home to more roller coasters than any park in the world, Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio, has a total of 16 coasters. Cedar Point opened its 15th coaster, Wicked Twister, in 2002. This impulse coaster is the only coaster of its kind in the world, featuring 2 twisted spikes over 200 feet tall. Riders are launched from the station and reach speeds of 72 miles per hour before they launch straight up a twisted spike, only to do it again in reverse. Top Thrill Dragster opened in 2003, and this coaster is the tallest and fastest roller coaster in the world. Topping out at 420 feet tall and traveling at 120 miles per hour, Top Thrill Dragster is the world's first strata coaster.
With 16 roller coasters here at Cedar Point in 2003, we will be the king of roller coasters. And we were the first park to have a 200-foot roller coaster, the first park to have a 300-foot roller coaster, and clearly we're going to be the first park to have a 400-foot roller coaster. Cedar Point is known as the roller coaster capital of the world, and we know that our customers love roller coasters, love thrill rides, and because of the fact that everybody associates thrill rides and roller coasters with Cedar Point, we're doing the biggest one in 2003. Well, clearly, when Cedar Point decided to put up the tallest roller coaster in the world, we knew from the get-go that we were going to have a unique ride here that would be just the buzz around the world amongst roller coaster enthusiasts and all amusement park goers. And clearly that has been the case, and we're just all excited about being able to open the park in May and let everybody experience it.
Cedar Point has always been the roller coaster capital of the world, and we at Intamin were always thrilled to work with Cedar Point to build the best and the tallest roller coasters in the world. Well, the challenges with this project were very substantial, since we had to design a high-capacity ride consisting of 6 dragster cars, which had to be launched in every 30 seconds with a horsepower of around 10,000. And this substantial horsepower could only be achieved with a highly sophisticated hydraulic launch system. And besides the acceleration values, we had to pay a very special attention to the safety system of the ride with the magnetic brakes, that we could safely and smoothly slow down the cars by the end of the ride.
Designed by Intamin AG of Switzerland, Top Thrill Dragster cost a total of $25 million and is 2,800 feet long. Bonfante Gardens, located in Gilroy, California, has been in operation since 2001. Acres of trees, plants, water, and rocks, combined with 19 rides, 21 attractions, picnic grounds, and spectacular gardens are in phase 1 of this extraordinary project. This $100 million state-of-the-art theme park highlighting trees, integrated with rides, amusements, entertainment, food, and merchandise, creates a family attraction like no other. Quicksilver Express is the park's roller coaster and was the first mine train style coaster designed by Morgan Manufacturing. Opening in 2001, Quicksilver Express is over 2,100 feet long.
For more than 20 years, Vekoma International has proven that it knows what it takes to design roller coasters that thrill guests time after time. But at Vekoma, it's more than just speed and height that make its rides so popular. It's the experience they create. From the feeling of zooming through the sky like a real boomerang to the sensation of flying in a stunt plane straight toward the ground, this cutting-edge manufacturer has produced some of the most spectacular rides in existence. And now, more than ever, Vekoma is evolving beyond imagination. Vekoma's resume screams excitement with several best-selling ride concepts that are the backbone of this successful company. These are the most popular Vekoma thrillers. These all-time favorites are not the only excitement Vekoma has to offer, however. Vekoma is also now providing some of the most innovative ride experiences in the industry. Here are just a few of Vekoma's latest developments.
moments, our race will get underway.
Green, green, green.
In 1935, the famous ShowQuest expedition team set out on a treacherous journey to reach the summit of the Eiger Peak. With diminishing oxygen and sub-zero wind blasting, the team found themselves dangling above the icy precipice. With every breath, the team wondered if it would be their last. Beyond the edge lies Cliffhanger.
Over the years, this successful amusement ride designer and manufacturer has created some of the most popular rides in the industry. But Vekoma's progress does not stop there. As an industry leader and trendsetter, it will continue to develop new innovations and ride experience concepts to thrill for years to come. Whether it's a standard design favorite or a one-of-a-kind thriller you're looking for, Vekoma can deliver it. It's not an easy job, but Vekoma is ready to evolve beyond your imagination.
Located in Taiwan at Discovery World is Gravity Max, the world's first and only tilt coaster. Gravity Max opened in 2002 and is 115 feet tall. Riders travel up the lift hill and then stop on a level section of track. The track then tilts until it is vertical, drops down into a tunnel, turns 180 degrees, and emerges to enter an 88-foot tall vertical loop. Designed by Vekoma, Gravity Max is 1,863 feet long and reaches speeds of 56 miles per hour. Located just outside Chattanooga, Tennessee, is Lake Winnepesaukah. This family amusement park has been in operation since 1925 and has a wide variety of rides and attractions. The Pipeline Plunge is the oldest remaining shoot-the-chutes water ride in the U.S. This ride splashes down into Lake Winnie and was built by the original owner of the park. Lake Winnie has a classic wooden coaster called the Cannonball. This out-and-back Woody was built in 1967 by famous coaster designer John Allen of the Philadelphia Toboggan Company. Maxing out at 70 feet tall, Cannonball is 2,272 feet long and reaches speeds of 50 miles per hour. Kings Island, located in Kings Mill, Ohio, has been in operation since 1972. This park has a total of 12 roller coasters, including the famous wooden coaster, The Beast. Kings Island is home to a spectacular wooden coaster called Son of Beast. Son of Beast is the world's first and only looping wooden roller coaster. It also has the longest drop of any wooden coaster in the world, 214 feet. Opening in 2000, Son of Beast is over 7,000 feet long and reaches speeds of 78 miles per hour.
this is the truth. I never look back. I can't explain what I feel. I just know this is real. Don't you want to seize the day? I want to go back to reality. But I'm just addicted to stay. Guide me the way. Out of infinity.
England's Thorpe Park unveiled their new coaster Nemesis Inferno in 2003. This custom B&M inverted coaster stands over 75 feet tall and features 4 inversions. The ride is themed around a volcano where riders are first dropped into a cavern before the lift hill. Nemesis Inferno features a loop, zero-G gravity roll, and 2 interlocking corkscrews.
Changed it, I said.